What's up, y'all? What's that? What is that? I don't know. What's up, y'all? This is Ty. It is time for my review of Big Rich Town. Cause I just come from the poorest part. I have to sing it, I know. I'm talking about the show Power. And this is episode 7, which is titled You Lied to My Face. For those of you who've watching me for the first time, that might have been annoying me singing a little hook, but a few people told me I have to sing it. They always make me sing it, so that's why I sing it. I do it for them because they're my followers and they ask me to do it. I get messages on it and I appreciate it, so that's why I always start every video off with Big Rich Town when it comes to this show. But anyway, let's get right into the episode. Tonight's episode was titled You Lied to My Face. Episode 7. This is season 4. This is episode 7, 8, 9, 10. We got 3 episodes left. We know last week Tariq was rescued. We see Jukebox, rest in peace to her, was killed by Kanan. Tariq is set free. He's with his father. Tariq's head is messed up now because he's confused. He don't know what's going on. This dude's supposed to be named was Slim. Now I turn out he's Kanan. Turns out he said that my father did all these horrible things to him. Wait a minute, he killed Sean. I was close to Sean. Wait a minute, is my mother a liar? Did she know about all these things? He's confused. So although I want to punch Tariq in his face, well, I did earlier in the few the episodes previous to this. Tonight, I kind of felt bad for him because the young man is confused. He don't know what's going on. Daddy lying to him, mommy lying to him. He asking Uncle Tommy. Nobody's giving it to him straight of what happened, what didn't happen, who the family really is, what is the family really about. So he's starting to see my father is more than just a nightclub owner and a business owner. This dude is a killer, and my mother's a liar. So he's losing respect. I can understand that, but him yelling at his mother when he first got back home and say, "Oh, you lied," or whatever. No. Don't disrespect your mother. I don't care what the situation is. You don't disrespect your mother. I would be laid out on the floor dead if I did that. Anyway, but it's like, yeah, Tariq is just going through it. He's addicted to that syrup, whatever, the Kool-Aid. What is it? Cough syrup and soda. You mix it together and get high. He's addicted to that. That's a weird thing. That's not my era, but that's just crazy. So it's like, we're gonna see where this develops. He's just, I don't know. I think he's lost more respect for his parents, and he's just confused. And I think that he kind of is siding with. What do you guys think? I kind of think that he's feeling sorry for Kanan almost. It's crazy. But moving right along, Ghost and Tasha get in an argument when they're discussing about Tariq getting kidnapped, and Ghost is saying, this happened on your watch, yada yada yada. And she said, you have a lot of nerves to blame me for anything, because she says to him, this whole situation is your fault because Tariq started acting up when you left the family. She brought up a good point. I say, you got a good point there. But Ghost is like, I didn't leave the family. I left you. Now, while they're having this argument, this is why I say you got to watch what you're saying. While they're having this argument, their daughter hears some of the stuff. She hears them saying, overhears her mother saying, we could have, you should have killed Kanan when I told you to back in the day. Just a lot of stuff. Can you imagine hearing your parents talking like this and you finding out your parents are drug dealers and killers and all this other stuff? It's crazy, right? Anyway, in comes Simon Stern, and now he wants to bring in this news crew and this PR team to clean up the image and show that Ghost and his family are just this loving family, and he's an innocent man. This is all a part of his little scheme to get his real estate deals going, his minority business loans and whatnot. And I was like, at first, I'm like, I don't know. Then I said, what, Simon might have a point. This might work to Ghost's advantage. Tasha was a little hesitant, but then she went on with it. And we see them all sitting there as a nice family, a nice little phony family, sitting there looking like everything is perfect. And there was one thing about that. When the lady was asking the questions, was it just me? But I thought it was inappropriate to ask in front of my children or talk about the infidelity and the cheating in front of the children. I don't know. I didn't think that was appropriate to have that done with the children there like that. I would, if I was Ghost, I said, wait a minute, let's not talk about my infidelity in front of my children. But then again, they already know about the murder charges or allegations and all that stuff. So who knows? But yeah, I thought that was an interesting scene in a good way how Tasha played it off when the lady asked her, "Where's your wedding ring?" And she's looking over at Silver, and then she's like, "Oh, I had to sell it to pay for the defense team for my husband." And she's just like, we're sticking together, and really good fronting because their marriage is over. Now let's talk about not Simon. Let's talk about Silver and Tasha. How they fall in love so quick? How they catch these feelings so quick? We saw them flirting with each other and whatnot. Then that turns into them two hanging out at karaoke, and she's singing "I Have Nothing," and she's looking at him all in his eyes. And next to they kissing and carrying on, and this whole lovey-dovey mess. And I'm like, how that happened so fast? But you know what, Silver, you're not too smart. Ghost is your client. This is a bad move. This is a bad move. Yeah, you're sleeping with Tasha now, but this is a bad move because I wouldn't do that. If I'm a lawyer and I know this guy is some street tough dude, I'm not gonna mess with his wife. Are you kidding me? But that's what makes this show great. The people do some crazy things, and Silver's catching little feelings too because when Ghost bought Tasha the new ring, he saw the ring and he's like, oh, well, look, you got a ring. Oh, what does that ring mean? And she had to explain to him. I'm like, damn, he catching feelings already? This is crazy. So kudos to the writers because we're going to see how far that goes and what mess that's going to make. Speaking of mess, I gotta say, Dre, you're still alive. I thought he was gonna be dead in this episode because we saw last week where Dre set up Julio. Julio got killed. Rest in peace to Julio. The gang killed him. But, like I always say, you never get away with things. Everything comes back to you. Dre, y'all didn't work this out well because the guy was not supposed to make it shown that this was a gang hit. This idiot cuts off the tattoo, which alerts Tommy that the gang did this. So now Tommy's like, listen, y'all broke a rule. He was protected. Julio was protected under Ghost. Because y'all broke this rule, I want to meet with the Hermanez, however you say it, the Hermanez family, and I want some territory because y'all killed our distributor. And I want my old territory back, and I want a few other things. So now Dre and the old dude is like, Dad, I thought you said this would go away. This wouldn't be like this. And Dre's like, well, you're the one who made it look like it was a gang killing. You weren't supposed to do that. So you see, whenever you be slick, it always comes back. It's not good to be slick. And so we see that this family does not play because you saw what they did to that wife, and her husband made him snort the stuff, killed him, killed the wife, and took the baby. These are some cold-blooded people, this Hermanez family. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing their name. This brother and sister family, this team, they ain't no joke. So this is going to be crazy. And Tommy making them demands, you got to be careful because these are some ruthless people. But who isn't ruthless and conniving and backstabbing on this show? Even the law can't be trusted, as we see with the FBI agents. We got Mike Sandoval, we got Angela, Donovan, and we see people are so grimy. Now Mike is desperate. Mike Sandoval, who we know killed Greg, is now trying to pin everything. He's just on Donovan. Now he's trying to pin everything on Donovan. He's getting so desperate now. He went to Donovan's house with a gun, about to kill Donovan. Luckily, Donovan wasn't there. Donovan's daughter opened the door, and he wasn't there. So it was like, oh, okay. But Greg not Greg, I'm sorry. Mike is slipping. Mike is nervous. He's trying to cover his tracks because he's the killer. He's going to get, either he's going to get killed or he's just going to get caught trying to do what he's doing, because we see Donovan, Angela, and the other guy all at her home when he's like, oh yeah, Mike wants to pin this all on Donovan, and Donovan is like there, right there, and sees this whole thing. They're like, come in, there's something you got to see. So I want to see how they're going to catch Mike Sandoval, because it's time for this little slick dude. It's time for him to get his. It really is time. So I'm wondering how they're going to do that. Let's see. What else caught my eye in tonight's episode? Yeah, I did speak about that gang, the Hermanius family, and how they killed that family. That was crazy. That was a crazy scene. Oh, I know what everyone was saying before. And one of my friends was saying they thought that Teresi was, what's her name that died last season? Tommy's girlfriend, I forget her name. They thought that was her father. But no, I was like, how do you think that's her father? That doesn't make any sense. You know, the girlfriend, I forgot her name. Y'all remind me, I can't remember her name. And we see tonight that Teresi is Tommy's father. You know, he finally got to speak to Tommy, and he is Tommy's father. He's Tommy's dad, and Tommy's like, he mentioned something. He mentioned Tommy's mother's name, and he said, how do you know my mother's name? And he mentioned she was a dancer and this and that, and the only reason I wasn't in your life is because of her, because she didn't want it that way. So very interesting. So all of us who suspected that was his father, you're correct. That is Tommy's father. Really good episode tonight. I just want to know what's going to happen. Oh, there we go. We see this new character played by Lorenz Tate. He's coming in. He's a politician. There's going to be something with that. Because I forgot, I read early, a few months back, that Lorenz Tate was going to be on this season. Well, here he was tonight. He's playing a politician. Simon really doesn't want Ghost mixing around with him. So that's going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting, the plot twist. I think we're going to see we're definitely going to see some more killing. Where's Kanan? Is Kanan going to come back? Who's going to finish off Dre? Because Dre, your days are numbered. Something has to happen. You got a promotion tonight. Congratulations to you. But brother, your days are coming, because your days are coming. I think that's pretty much it. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Good episode tonight. Tell me your thoughts. What do you think is going to happen? Do you think that Silver may get killed by Ghost, or something's gonna happen? Because now she's she's messing around with this dude. Natasha's messing around. Just is so much. Everybody's all over the place. Nobody can be trusted. Nobody's loyal. Well, only two loyal people, and this whole thing is Ghost and Tommy. They're loyal to each other, but everybody else is just slipping around, sleeping with this one, backstabbing, setting people up. It's crazy, and I love it. So that's it for now. Tell me your thoughts. Please like, comment, subscribe if you did. If you didn't, that's cool too. But you have a blessed one. I'm out. All right.